What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Here this week, we have Paul, Mike, and Nick. We're going to go over some cool stuff for you this week. We're also going to talk about our Knoxville race. Slightly controversial, but we're doing it in a good way. Again, as always, disclaimer, we're not here to bash anybody. We're not here to cause any issues on anybody affiliated that were in this series or the league that put on this series. We're just here to talk about our season and talk about the frustrations that we encountered as drivers and moving on in the future running league series. Guys, how you doing?
Doing good, buddy.
That was a mouthful.
I'm doing good. She's
Paul's
doing good too.
babysitting.
Is she doing good?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely not running that one. That's
So,
rough.
I qualified like crap this race.
rookie series, Knoxville. Gentlemen, keep it clean. Keep the elbows down.
Let's go.
And
The
let's get
elbows
racing.
are out.
So, Nick, you and I are in this one
Yep.
in Heat 1.
I don't know what happened to my qualifying lap.
Okay.
You were driving it.
Well, yeah, I have a very good tendency of apparently underdriving the car in
Oh,
qualifying.
no.
And I pull very
You
bad qualifying
overdrive
laps.
the car, and this is a perfect example. I will show you the examples throughout this, but you overdrive her in the corners. You may be underdrive her on a straightaway, but you are overdriving her in a corner.
I don't down it.
It's okay. We were all learning. We're still learning. But
Mhm.
I mean, in my opinion, these late models got 4 too many fenders.
yeah, well, that's fair.
If you ain't learning, then you ain't going nowhere.
That's true.
Exactly.
So, gentlemen, moving into Knoxville. All right, so let's set up the context for the audience here. The reason why Knoxville was picked, it was going to be Williams Grove, correct?
No, it was going to be
I don't know.
Lernerville.
Yeah,
Was it going to
I
be
don't know.
Lernerville?
I told
Yeah, it was
them,
gonna
I
be
said,
learning.
look, I said, I'm down for running Lernerville. I said, but you've got a rookie series and you're fixing to stick them
On
I
the
said,
berm?
after the yeah. I said, you're fixing to send them flying off. I said, you're gonna be picking cars up out of the trees.
I think that would have been a great one to review. I'm not going to lie.
That
No,
would have been bad
It
because
was not going to
can
be
tell you,
Lernerville.
I'll
It was
run.
going to be I-55.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I-55. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would have been okay. So I-55 gets sketchy quick. That track gets slick really quick.
I noticed that you put these guys on a smaller track, and they run 10 times better.
I think that's just because everyone's driving more cautious.
I really do. I mean,
But we didn't figure that out until Cedar Lake, or at Lucas Oil, maybe.
I was expecting Cedar Lake to be a lot worse than what it was.
Ah,
It
man,
was
we
a
beat
lot
the
worse
Sunday
on
guys.
Sundays.
We
I
beat
know.
the Sunday guy, but
Yeah,
we'll talk
I was
about
very
that.
ecstatic with that.
We'll talk about that next time. So this track was changed out. So we were gonna have a small track, gonna be I-55, because I-55 is an awesome track to run. It really is. It's
Oh, I
really
love that
close,
track.
really competitive, and you run
I
it
love
really
that track
fast.
in every car.
Yeah, it's just, but it does slick off quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so the change was made because we were having some issues, right? So if you remember Volusia episode, we were having issues with give and take, right? And it was all of us. It was throughout the whole series. Eventually, there was a spot where even the best in this group of drivers would stop lifting. It was, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't care. We're driving through it. So we get the old I guess you call it PP slap, right?
Mm-hmm.
From admins and owners. Like, you guys need to clean this up because all this is being live broadcasted, right? So at the end of the day, like, it's a premier rookie series that you're putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So going into this race, everybody's like, okay, we got to clean it up. We're going to have room. Let's do something with it. Let's make it work. Right. So everyone's the way this starts is everyone's going into this. I won't say everyone, but I did feel optimistic. I was like, okay, maybe we're going to get it together this week. All right. And then some chaos
After
ensues.
qualifying, I was like, well, I'm playing dodgeball.
Ouch. Anyway, I'll ignore that one. So we're going to focus on Nick because we focused on me before in this specific one. Hello. Anyway. So this is an interesting one. See what I mean, Nick?
Yeah, I couldn't get the car rotating there.
Just... Oh, man.
I don't remember what was going through my
He didn't
head.
qualify that get out of the heat well. That's lap 1.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. Just...
Well, at least he made it through it.
Go back a little bit further.
Okay. All right. We'll go back a little bit further.
He hits the berm.
No, I don't hit the berm.
Well, net
Okay.
code said
Well-
you hit the berm.
Here's what we'll do, right? So I'll set this. This is happening between me and Glendenin. I thought I gave him enough room because I was going to take this.
He thought differently.
Well, at this point in time of the track, I think it's probably at 20%.
Yeah, no, it's if that.
15.
If
That,
that.
right?
13, 14%.
So the car's going to be tighter, right? There's a lot of grip there, and the inside line's going to have a run. They're going to stick the inside, and you can't go far before you're in the marbles.
Well, the biggest thing with starting on the inside, and it's the Pro Late model, it's the biggest issue, is the car wants to push when you're on the bottom. You turn
Right.
into turn 1. That's the first thing that car wants to do, is it wants to try to shove you up the track.
Yeah,
And that's what
And
I
that's
was
what
running
Nick's
into.
trying to avoid doing here.
right. So Nick gets going.
Car's pushing, so I jabbed the brake a little bit too hard.
Right
So
there's
this-
where it all unfolds.
right here's where it all
In front of
unfolds.
him.
Even though Nick's, I mean, that's the worst slider I've ever seen, Nick. I'm just gonna point that out. But
Oh no, there's one better.
so these, if I remember correctly, Rob Hunrada, Jesse Whittington teammates, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
I believe so.
Judging by the
Um,
cars, yeah.
So I don't know what happens in this moment. I know Jesse is very conservative as far as trying to give people room.
He probably lifted, and the 37 had nowhere. I mean, the 37
Yeah.
never did.
So I do know, like, you coming up here, like I'm hugging
You
high.
can see him lift.
Yeah.
You can watch the car lift. The car kind of sits down just a little bit.
Yeah, 37 just
Never
he
lifted.
either didn't see it happening and run into the
Yeah,
back
he
of
settles it
him
down
or
right there.
something.
Yeah. So that kicks us off. Nick is but Nick was in the wall on his own. It comes
Yep,
down
I was
to
on the wall on my own.
78. So
And
props
just finishes 37 completely off.
props to the 78 because his brakes were working. He was poor Cody. Cody just gets wrapped up in that.
But Cody had a bad season. Cody's-
did. He did.
I've ran with Cody. I ran with Cody on Xbox, and Cody can wheel one of these when you get him out by himself. But
Yeah, he can.
he had the same luck, kind of like me and Mike did. We can't qualify worth a damn. And we got shoved all the way back.
So we'll go. So Mike is in heat 2. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm starting. Look, I'm starting second row outside, and watch this restart.
Hey now, calm down.
I was already
Oh, I was hot after this. Oh,
well. Now, hang on. Let me set a preset. Here,
Okay.
Gary.
All right, go ahead.
I was already mad at Volusia and everything that happened.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So coming into this race, this is the first heat race and everything that's coming. Now you're about to watch what happens next.
Okay. Is that the end of your preface here? Is that
Yeah, just
Okay.
watch what happens in my first heat race back from what happened.
Okay.
that made me really mad.
Okay, so what I got here, hold on. That kicked off. It looks like, let's play this extra slow. I'm watching the leader. Okay, so he looks like he bumps it, which makes you bump it.
Yeah.
Okay, so chain reaction. Now everyone
Then
in the back
I get
thinks,
hit. Yeah, I get hit in the ass by Alex
yep.
in the butt.
You're
But
fine. You
then
done already said
that's going up over the top.
that. Paul just
Paul's got the nowhere to hide bonus.
Dalton was trying to get a piggyback ride.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is,
With other adjectives there.
well,
Yeah, there was many more adjectives on that one.
Watch it from my view.
yeah, oh goodness. Okay,
Dude, I was hot.
so
We was in a chat together.
We was.
Yeah. Oh,
don't-
you didn't want to be in that chat.
I
I
was there and
wasn't in there yet.
there.
No.
I do like this. So Paul, you're given a little bit of space.
Gotta have the give and take, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to watch the guy on the inside. I'm not concerned about the guy on the outside. I can still see him.
Okay.
You've got to have that give and take. I know the bottom line's going to push up, so I'm going to give the 35 the room.
Okay. So here's
But
what I
this
do
car
see.
never takes off.
Here's what I do see. Because I think everyone was very quick to blame Nick Bauman.
It wasn't Nick's fault. I strictly said that.
Yeah, and I don't. And again, not blaming, not bashing, none of
No.
that. I think the cut down here, and Mike's got his own quarrels about restarts with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think this was, and this is speculation. I don't know if this is the fact. I think this was a very dominant move on the restart because, I mean, I know everyone cuts down, right? You go anywhere.
All the pros do it.
Yeah, you go anywhere. You watch late models. You race in the higher strength of fields, in the broadcasted leagues. Like everyone cuts down, right? But I do remember talking about it because we had that huge drivers meeting where all of us talked, and I don't remember if it was me or somebody else, but we talked about cutting down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do not cut down, because some of these guys are not experienced enough to know when you cut down like that, you have just left the lane open for the outside. And vice and if you're on the outside and you just choose to cut down, and the guy on your inside doesn't know to cut down, you have this happen. Right? So I mean it that's what kicks it off. Like granted, it looks like he's going to stay in the line that Paul's in, but he cuts down even further. And Nick Bauman, his car is going to push because he's the leader. He's going to
He's starting on the inside.
Right.
In my opinion, what did I say last week on the last episode? I am very cautious on starts just to see what everybody else is going to do. And
that's exactly what I was trying to do.
Right.
And then they paced for like 18 laps.
Then we paced for half the thing.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Paul, you should have sucked up and stayed with the lead. Just my opinion.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but
that was one of the bad things at Lanier.
Well, if you look at that, the 14 had already jumped up, and said, "Now this is Bull right here. He gets his spot back after going and getting a fast repair."
We went through that at Volusia.
Yep.
They call it a complete restart. Well, he went in and got a fast repair. Nobody else did.
No, true. No,
The-
I agree.
The top 5 cars are all mangled.
Yeah.
Me and Nick argued that at Evolution when the
Oh
top
my
3
God,
cars
yeah.
got into it.
Okay, so where's Mike? There he is.
Oh, don't follow me. Let's go.
Well, I can just get a view from both of you here. This-
I see how it is.
Well, you might as well go to lap 7.
oh, it happens again.
It's-
Yes.
Just man. Oh God. Okay, so this.
Because the green flag flew.
Yeah.
Right? Well, there was like, hold on. And they threw another caution.
Yeah.
Like, instantly.
That's fair. That's fair. So there was a bit of it.
Before that ever happened, we was going green.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a race control mix-up. That's really
Yeah,
what
let's
it was.
skip over that heat race.
Yeah. All right, so B main, and I think
Yeah.
all of us are in on this one.
Yeah, Kerry runs away with this one. You
All
might
right.
as well go to Man View it. It's
Where's
bad.
Paul? Where's Paul?
In the back. In the back. You were on me. Go up. Up.
Oh,
Seven.
there he is.
No, I think I done left before this.
Paul is non-existent. Paul
Let's
is
go to Mike
non-existent.
Tucker.
So we're gonna go back to Mike Tuck. But there is a really good race that happens between Mike and Nick.
Yeah,
is
this,
really
this
always
is where
is.
Kerry runs off and leaves everybody.
Well,
Me and Nick always race, and it's pretty good.
yeah. So we
maybe
had
use each other a little bit, but
a lot of the times we had pacing problems. A lot of the times. So my goal here, literally for this B main, I was like, I'm just gonna keep it at 35.
Hey, Paul, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
There's no gap there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
there's
we
no
did.
gap between that 26 and 19 either.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving Paul.
I think
crap.
I was pushing him a little bit.
You can tell Nick was sleeping the way his car goes all fishtail.
No, yeah, he spun the tires.
Yep. So Mike's definitely lifting for people there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, walk me through what you're thinking B main time, because we're still not teammates at this point. You, Nick, and Paul, I think, are all kind of teammates.
No, we're not
Just
teammates
trying
yet.
to run. Like we're
That was
not
a good
really
move. You just-
teammates.
You just kind of
I'm
cut off
just-
the 21.
Just trying to run my race here. I mean, the 21 got into the wall, so I was already low.
I think this is. There's a point in time where you and Nick get a race going.
And me and Nick are in the same chat and we're talking and stuff, and I'm just
And I think we're
We're
just
just running.
we're just gonna cruise and not let anyone in between us.
You
Or
say
was
that, Nick, but when you watch
or
your
was
car
this
versus
when
Mike,
we're like, yeah, let's go put a show on.
yeah, but if you watch Nick's car compared to yours, you'll watch it. He'll get a little over sideways, and you're straighter than he is. It just, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
watching Nick overdrive turns. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
I do that in anything with fenders.
Yeah. Now, I did not have this setup I've got now back when I was
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
Mike, you want to stay off that
I
burn
tried.
there, buddy. I said, that let the 21 car
Ooh.
step back up on him, but
oh, the 21 almost ended Mike's night early.
hey, I tried. I mean,
see, I think I was actually spotting Mike in that race.
I think you were too.
I thought there was a point that
shit, I
Mike
don't remember.
was contesting.
It was
For
where
the
he
second
drove
place
underneath
spot.
him.
Oh yeah, okay, that was it.
Because I told him, I said, watch Nick's car. And I told him on the lap before, I said, watch Nick's car. He pushes up going out on the exit. I told Mike, I said, get down in there. Well, he got down in there all
There
right.
it is.
Yeah, so
That's what I love about having Nick as a teammate. Is me and him can run side by side and never touch each other.
all right, so Mike Tuck in the feature. There's
Yeah,
I like
I'll
that.
make 7 laps.
okay, so here's what I will say. Myself, Paul, Nick, Mike.
Paul didn't run the B main because he placed 4th.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So all of us are in the feature. All right, run in what looks like
Next
8th,
to each
9th, 10th, 11th. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, oh my God, man, they were, oh my goodness. Jump in the start. Sorry, Mike. Okay, so you got the 2 terrors up top, just killing the outside. I push up in front of Paul.
Yeah, I got stuck on the bottom.
Well, I think ultimately you were trying to get your left side down in there in the grip, and you just couldn't do it on entry.
No, I got stuck down there.
Oh, you guys push it. This is a good one.
And then that
This
was
is
that Nick? Was
this
that
is-
Nick and Paul?
yes.
I
I
jumped
don't
the
know.
cushion. I
Yes.
jumped the cushion.
This is so good. This is. Hold on, I gotta find the right angle for this. I don't even know if that's the right angle. I'll just go to spotter cam. Okay, so here's
I
Paul.
jumped
Right,
the cushion.
Paul's up there pushing.
No, I jumped it. I jumped that sucker.
You got Nick, you got Mike, right? Of course, you got JD doing JD things. Okay. But you guys literally just there's for you guys all being on the mic together to go 3 wide.
Well, that's like tonight in Assassins. I was literally in a chat with Nick and Alex, and I go, Nick goes, "You're closing up on me fast." I said, "Yeah, I'm on your bumper." In turn 3.
Right.
In turn 1 and 2, I say, "I'm on your outside," and he drives me to the wall.
And I didn't hear him
Oh,
on this same track.
Yeah.
I think actually
Don't
this
say the N word.
huh?
What?
Watching this replay.
Oh.
Number 6 car.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Don't say the N word.
I was like sitting there, I was like, man, where I'm from.
I messed a
Where-
lot of y'all up with that one.
Yeah, I was
you
like
did.
I was like, where I'm from. that's a different word. That doesn't mean Nick. Okay, so that actually wasn't really his fault.
It wasn't his fault.
That I will
No,
I will
he
say
got
This one
pushed
wasn't.
up.
I will take blame here because here was that, and this is what I'm talking about, where eventually, like, all these events have already happened throughout the night. So do you think I'm just going to sit there
No.
behind what's about to happen? Oh, no. No, I have a whole lane up here. So I was not, like... And here's the thing, though. When I'm actually racing, I'm actually, like, I'm watching up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way.
Like,
Mhm.
so if stuff happens around me like this, I don't really notice it.
Well, see,
For
that's
me,
where
I'm watching
I've
about where
adjusted.
Paul is.
Well, see, I'm adjusting to doing that, watching the guy in front of me. Instead of worrying about what's going on up there, I can always see that out of my peripherals. But what's happening in front of me is what's going to affect me 9 times out of 10. And
Right.
when I first started this series, I didn't realize that. And as the later it goes, see, you're not going to see that anyways.
No, I was hanging out trying to make it around them.
Nick actually come down, I believe. I believe he was trying
Well,
to diamond the corner there.
Yeah, but there's a
and
checkup
got into it.
situation here.
Yeah, I'm checking up for Paul, I believe.
He's checking up for Paul. He's got to check up. Nick's got to check up for Nick.
Who's the guy on the inside?
Rob?
Because if you watch,
Rada?
he checks up, goes inside, gets into him. I mean, it's no fault to nobody.
No, I mean,
No, I think it's one of those racing deals. But what happens on
Yeah.
the backstretch, I'll kind of take blame for that because I was like, I'm going to shoot around all of this. Like I was pulling a hard charger move.
Yeah, because when he bounces off of him, he kind of gets squirrely, and then
Yeah.
you know how it goes. When,
yeah, but unless you're sitting in VR and running triples, you're
Well-
not going to see that.
Yeah.
well, you know how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm not defending Nick.
yeah,
When you come off the corner, you get loose, tight,
Yeah.
and you bounce up.
Yeah. So
I've done it.
this was on that restart, and I got shoved down to the slick.
shoop.
Yeah, right in front of everybody.
Oh man, this chaos. Cody Wilkerson gets taken in that one. Oh, this is the one.
Is this the one?
This is the one.
This is
Oh man.
This is the one. It almost goes 4 wide on the start. I mean, it's incredible. It's who's behind who? Let's. I can't make this up. This is too good. So we launch. Okay. And already
Running my line. You see what I'm saying? But that one, I don't know what number of the car that is, but they literally jumped the start.
right, but what I'm focusing on and what you guys can't see is you got Paul here, Nick here, right? Nick is not I'm willing
I'm
to
a half
bet
line down.
Nick, and because he's a half line down, Nick is not lifting. Nick is like, I'm going to push right next to Paul into the first turn.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
My goal was I was actually setting up for turn 1 to pull a slider on Paul.
See? So no give and take on turn 1. He's like, I'm just going for the slider on turn 1.
But I was also, I believe at that point, I was thinking I was faster than him too.
And we're only on lap 5. We're only on lap 5, right? Look at the
That didn't make me
chaos. Look at the chaos that's
Mike did
happening.
make many more laps.
Yeah, the chaos that has ensued, and old Kloom Bloom here is like, I'm half a line down. I gave him enough room. I'm going to pull a slide job on Paul because I'm faster. And
Well,
so,
It wasn't Paul that I had the issue with there.
well, that's beside the point. What I'm picking out right now is your mindset that essentially pushes this situation into effect. Because I'm not going to put it all on you. But had you not been so damn set on running that slider on Paul, I guarantee you would have checked up to stop this.
Well, I
guarantee
don't know if I was thinking I was going to run the slider on Paul.
You already said
exactly.
it. You already said it.
I know I already said it.
You already said it on the interwebs. It's done.
Okay.
It's over.
It's locked in now. That's your
You can't take
final
it
answer.
back.
But I think I don't know what I was actually thinking there. It was just, I'm trying to run the race and move up.
Okay, so
Oh, you was definitely setting up for a slider there.
oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he was. Right? And here's what kills me about this. Everyone on that inside line, right? So if you look, Nick, you're gonna hate me for this. But if you look at everybody right now, this is the way we started on the grid. Okay.
Yeah.
Chase, Paul, myself, all running to run the outside line on 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who the first 2 drivers are.
Well, the first
Did he
car on
got-
the inside there is the one that jumped starting coming out of 4.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
That red, white, and blue car
didn't help him
go
any.
on the start. No.
It didn't help any. So now you have
For the most part, the inside line is running their line.
correct. No, that's what I'm getting to. So you got the
I mean-
outside line running their line.
But
except-
you can also see this little 94 or whatever. He's fixing to try the same thing Nick's trying.
I don't think so.
He's fixing.
I don't think so. I think what he is doing is he is seeing what's happening in front of him. And I think he's planning to shoot down to the inside
And
while
avoid it
all of you slide up the track into turn one.
Well, I have nowhere to go. I'm on the outside.
Well, I'm saying all of you as a general term because you're in front of him.
Yeah.
I think what he's thinking is you guys are all going to push because you're going so hard that he's going to dive to the inside. That's just, again, speculation. I don't know if that's what was actually happening. But there's one particular driver here that just chooses the middle lane. Like he just woke up and chose violence.
Oh, Kloom Bloom.
No, you
I'll
see,
call him out.
no, because here's the
it goes
thing.
back to Volusia too.
But here's the funny thing about it. We've had throughout the season, we talked about this moment. And right, and when you don't go back and watch it, like even me, I didn't catch this the first time. I'm catching it right now, so I'm literally dishing it to you. I'm seeing it now.
Me too.
Because of everything we've said, right, about give and take and this and that. I am literally watching a teammate right now choose violence.
Nick, I never want to hear you say anything about Eldora ever again.
Nick, are you okay?
No.
That was one leg to stand on. Was reminding me every week. Oh, Paul took me out in Eldora. No more. You got me 3 times. You got me 3 times tonight, and I didn't even know about this one.
Okay, so
All right, stop right here on this picture, though. I'm sorry, but if I'm Nick, I'm doing the same exact thing.
okay,
Because it
Look.
looks exactly like he can shoot that middle lane.
I mean, but here's the thing, right? And this is what we talk about. Again, it's a rookie series. Okay. Shooting that gap with 3 drivers, and we're just going to assume these are 3 drivers that can keep their car on the track, but can't run that close together, especially going into the first turn on the launch. Okay. So we're on a restart. The 5th restart, might I add. Okay.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
So,
and I was confident in the guy on the outside of me.
no. You chose violence.
I get what you're saying.
And that's false confidence.
But think about it in racer mode. You're a racer. You're not a spectator.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't try that.
I'm not.
I mean,
yeah, no, I'm not saying it either because.
That's my point.
But
look, he has the option. Look, this is what kills me. He starts to drift up with Paul. He has the option to stick right behind Paul and go. What does he do?
But I think I felt I had the run on him there. But yes, it is just the restart.
You had the run on violence.
Nick, or whoever they call it, he does come up a little bit as Nick's going down.
Right, but here's the thing about Knoxville, right? This is kind of like your dividing line. This dark mark right here.
Oh, yeah.
So that when you play it, all these guys are drifting up right to that point. And it's like, whoop, nope. And I'm just like, oh!
I was right up underneath him.
I mean, oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
I get a good one. This was my thing too. What was that? There's a movie that does this where there's a car flipping over a guy and he's like, holy. Yeah. I think it's Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it Dukes of Hazzard? Where he
Where
jumps,
they jump off the where they jump the cop cars.
So I'm literally in it and I'm just like, oh my God, hold the wheel straight. And I was like, oh, I made it. But I didn't realize I was hooked on Nick. So then I lock it up. Oh, it was way too late. And then and
then everyone else has nowhere to go.
Yep. Hey, look, there's Mike. So Nick congratulations on taking out your entire future team. Because
Thank you, buddy.
here is what I will also show you. The effects of what you just did, right? Who is that at the end of 2 turned around? Nick's not happy right now.
This is great.
Oh, I know. At that point, I was pissed
I left.
in the race.
I left.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
I
goes
don't wanna
back to me. And me and Mike both left.
Here's what I want to show you though. Here's the best part. If you're watching this, we'll
Hey, could you take that image right there and put a dog bone in between your tires?
I probably could.
I know I can.
I probably could.
The how bones.
Yeah, with
Take the how bones, put between the tires. Yeah, we can do that.
we could.
Yeah.
We could. Mike, your car looks spotless for all that chaos. Okay.
I know. My shit's prestige.
So this is how ridiculous this is. There's a reason why I'm laughing so hard. Our entire team right now, between turn 2, the exit of turn 2,
Oh, goodness.
and turn 1, is completely damaged. Just beyond. Just.
I'm upside down. Carrie's got the axle.
Oh, I got a broken
flipping
axle.
between the.
It's done.
I'm not gonna say it's a broken axle, but I'm definitely gonna say that quick change needs to be changed.
Yeah. So here's the best part, though. It took me a second to realize this. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out. I put it in reverse.
Oh, my God.
Look at his steering wheel.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so this is where this gets interesting. This is how my start in the
this
team
setup's
gets
the whole
started.
night.
Oh.
Nick, I just want to thank you for all of that.
You're welcome.
Because I've never, you know what? I think the owners and the admins need to go back, review this footage, and penalize you
What for next season?
for your actions. You have an EOL starting race in next season. This is everything we have ever talked about. You just executed perfectly. Okay, so let me gain my composure back. This is too good.
It is.
Okay, so now, Nick, you and I are getting repaired. We had to take the tow. No, we took the tow, but with the tow comes the repairs, right? So this is going to happen. We get back on the track. Hey, Mike's actually still in this one.
I only made 7 laps.
It might be.
Yep. So we get back in the race. I think we're a
So
lap
I'm
down.
assuming there's a caution.
No, we're on the same. Laps don't count, and they extended the caution for us.
Okay, that's what happened. So, oh gosh, total car.
Yeah, this is where. Yeah.
This is where I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike hits the brakes. He's done. Paul's done. Paul gets spun. This is where Nick jumps over to me. And
Yeah.
Jesus,
I'm overdriving the car.
look at that. What
Big
slide job were you planning there? Jesus.
None. I was trying to drive the bottom.
I really want. I do think we're a lap down right here.
No, we finished on the lead lap, and we didn't get any wave rounds.
I thought we did get a wave around.
No.
Oh, we might have.
You asked for one, for both of us.
Yeah, it
Jesus.
was after this caution that I asked for a wave round.
Yep.
Because
Yep,
I
so
said,
if we-
"Screw it, I'm not going to do it on the first lap or the caution we come out. I'm going to wait a caution
Yep.
because I know there's more coming."
Yeah.
Clearly.
Oh my gosh, he does it again.
And then I'm on the berm on the inside.
What is this? Wing.
Maybe a little less feedback in the wheel.
Oh, good lord.
And
I'm
then
gonna
he tries to take Harry out.
I'm gonna title this video, Nick, the reason for Knoxville. This is a good one because this is where Nick jumps over to me on comms. And he's like, we're gonna get back up there. Mind you, I've never met Nick. He is just all of a sudden, like everyone else here, a person in my ear telling me what's gonna happen during a race.
No, go.
Because I recognized me and you were in the front. We were fast, and I said, "Screw it, let's
You
get in
chose,
touch with him."
you chose violence, and this time I'm like your backup guy. The problem is, I just didn't know that you chose violence.
He chose violence 10 laps ago.
Yeah, true, true. But I wasn't paying attention to that. You forget I was busy missing the guy that was flipping.
That was him.
No, it wasn't. It was the other Nick.
Well, the second time, he was flipping.
True.
You didn't miss him, though.
Anyway, so this entire race. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my what? Okay, I'm not the star of this show. You were right about one thing. This is the Nick Klosterman show.
The Kloom Bloom show.
This is the Kloom Bloom shoot. Okay, Nick, do you care to defend yourself? I feel like we're posing judgment on you right now.
Go watch it again.
And you're the defendant.
Watch it again.
Okay.
Because I know exactly what happens here. I throw a slide job.
He doesn't check up.
He doesn't. I'll give him
The
that.
guy behind me does not check up.
I'll give you credit.
Granted,
for that.
I am way too sideways coming into that.
Yeah, you are.
I just had to get you to say it live. Okay, now we can continue. All right.
I'm slideways.
You slideways. Oh, look at me. I get sent.
He comes out of that unscathed and still gains the position.
Nope, I get the EOL after that. I
does.
knew it was coming too.
He does get the
But
EO.
that
after that.
move right there that shows you how much of a rookie class, again, it is.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, correct. It does. I mean, if Nick didn't
Because
show you
if-
that on lap 5, he definitely just
Yeah,
showed you that
well,
on lap 17.
If somebody throws a slider like that in front of me, I'm checking up and I'm driving underneath them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I would have
Nick,
checked
I'm
up
just-
in that
I've-
position.
I've never viewed it from this perspective, so now I'm just... I feel like I
Oh,
lied to
I
myself.
know. This is a great show for you guys.
Well, see, I drive
Next
with
time I'm glad I'm-
rear view
I'm-
mirror.
And I
Sure.
don't.
Here's...
just
Okay,
for something like this.
This
This
is
is-
when we get our EO.
this is
our
when we
laps
get our
back.
wave around. Yep.
Because if I see somebody disappear off to the left, I know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On dirt, yes, I run a mirror.
I do, and
I don't.
like I said, I don't watch it, but if I see something, then I know what's going on.
This kid is singing "Row Your Boat" behind me.
Hey, she's spending time with her paw, okay?
Well, I'm not saying she's not, but she's singing "Row, row, row your boat" behind me.
All right, so we're rowing our boats, right? From
And
last
I'm
place.
snoozing.
And yeah, Mike's snoozing. Mike's asleep.
I'm this.
This...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is good. This is good.
Nick, what are you doing, buddy?
No, let me
I
Mike,
have never seen this.
Mike, let me
Mike, it gets better.
just give you a little bit of context. Okay. At this point in time on the radio, okay, let's just call it the team channel here. At this point in time, Mr. Kloom Bloom here has said we're going to get our spots back. Okay, so we're choosing violence yet again. All right.
Because I
The
went over to
last
Carrie after Mike and Paul left.
the last 9 laps, well, 10, 12 laps, we chose violence in the directive of we're racing for our lap back, right? That's okay. That's a fair point to be aggressive. Okay. At this point, we have now been given our lap back. We just got lucky dogged. Okay. Back on the lead lap. We choose violence yet again. Because now Nick is in my ear saying, we're getting back up to the front.
What in the
But-
J.D. Myers is going on?
But hang on. I like what you did there. But here's the best part. And this is what makes this part so frustrating, okay? And this is no hate on Alex. All right, he's a part of the team too. Not at this point, but now he is. Okay, so Alex, we know he's admittedly said, I'm not that great in these cars.
He's there to learn.
He was there to
That's why I
learn.
was asking what Nick was doing.
And well, that's why I'm trying to set this up for you. We agree, and I tell Nick on the chat, right? Because if there's anything that I know about Alex, Alex will find me anywhere on the track.
Mm-hmm.
If I am making a pass on Alex, or I get in an accident and have to check up, Alex will send me in the finishing move. He does. I don't know how he does it. He's amazing at it, though. Okay, and he's literally like instantly on the mic, like, I'm sorry. And I get it, right? It
He's
took
at the
me a
wrong
while.
spot at the wrong time.
He is truly in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And it took me a while to get used to it. And then I just started yelling at him. I was like, you just know how to find me, don't you? Like but this, Mike, I'm telling Nick, I'm like, hey, let's be cautious of Alex. We're going to go wide around him. Alex is going to be playing in the slick, trying to figure it out. We're going to go wide. Do you remember me telling you that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So
why do you go outside of him coming out of a turn?
No,
there was a
just
reason we went
watch it.
outside because Alex said he was going to stay on the inside.
I don't trust that.
Well,
They probably shouldn't have.
we probably shouldn't have. And Alex will be on the show later on this season, but oh, wrong one. Boop, boop. So we're on the mic, and I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna shoot the outside, right?" So I switched to the outside line. I cut up in front of him, and we're
rotating the car still.
yeah.
Yep.
But here's the thing, right? Where's Alex at?
On the
Alex is on the bottom.
Alex is staying on the bottom in the
I would
grip.
have been paying attention.
Mike, you went to bed. Hold your judgment.
I had to work.
So, all of a sudden, Alex is like,
Okay, so
he's
from-
coming up in the
looks
race
like
line.
he hit the berm.
Did he?
It looks like it. Watch the car react.
Nah,
Back
he
it up a little bit more.
No, he didn't.
No, he
just
steers
pushed up.
away from.
He
He
hit-
steers away from the berm.
He hit the slick and got loose.
Now, here's my favorite part. I can hear Nick in my ear screaming almost. And it's just like, no. But he's steering away from him. He's trying to save himself. And he just
Never touches Alex until there.
never touches Alex and wall rides. Right?
Okay, so when I was walking in, I did not see the full video, so I'm sorry.
But
I was trying
here's
to pull some Lightning McQueen bullshit
he was
right there.
he was
I thought Alex was a little bit higher coming out of the corner.
no.
And,
No, I thought I
and Nick
thought I
was
could get
trying to
around him.
shoot the little 1 car gap between them.
But well,
no,
here's
I
the
was shooting
thing
about
though.
a 2-car gap.
here's the thing, and that's
Yeah,
what
you had like a fucking 6-car gap there.
Well, he's not even trying to shoot the gap. He's trying to drive behind Carrie.
Well,
but-
he's not even driving behind me because you
No,
know what
at
Nick
this point-
did? Nick woke
He
up
overdrove the car.
and chose violence. And I think Nick thinks he's faster than me right now. And he's about to shoot the gap between me and Alex. And judging by his silence right now, I'm confirmed.
You're trying.
I'm just dying laughing because I use push to talk.
Oh, okay.
That's what I used to.
So anyway, so this happens. He steers away from him, tries to pull Lightning McQueen, but Alex Thompson shuts down the McQueen. Kachiga shuts him down. Right?
What would have been better if he was still the Lightning McQueen?
Yeah,
It
would have
would've
been.
been.
It would have been. So Nick gets DQ'd. And that's pretty much where we're going to end this race.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, I will say, I don't think that was your fault.
no.
So it happens. Not everyone makes the greatest call the first time around. I've been in the race control booth. Paul's been in the race control booth. Nick, you've been in it.
I'm starting to get in it.
Yeah, it's
I've been in it.
you, especially if you're trying to keep the cautions quick and down for broadcast. You have to make a call and you have to make it fast.
It's tough.
It's
It is
absolutely tough
Really
because
tough.
you don't have the time to go back and say like, well, this car settled down, and at the end of the day, like, if it's called a racing deal, I think last week most of my things I called a racing deal,
Yes, we did.
and it was because literally it was like, that's literally just people racing hard. Like they're racing hard. No one's being disrespectful. Like mishaps happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's a racing deal. Go where iRacing tells you to go.
Absolutely.
End of the deal. Now, after the race, if you want to, right, which is why we have the support ticket set up,
Yes.
then we can go further analyze and be like, okay, I shouldn't have been EOL'd there. That wasn't my fault. But at the end of the day, if me as a race control person, if I'm in that booth and I look at the incident and I'm like, nobody did anything wrong, nobody's at fault. It was just hard racing, and that's what happened. I'm going to let iRacing take care of that. If people then have an issue with it, I don't know what you want me to do. I didn't EOL you. I didn't DQ you.
Well, here's the only aspect I have of it. If, like, I'm going to use you and Nick as an example. So if you and Nick get into something, and it is a racing deal, but Carrie, you ended up stopping on the track, and you got the EOL. Well, in that situation, I'm going to issue Nick an EOL.
Say that
In that
again?
case, in that situation,
Uh-huh.
I would issue Nick an EOL. You've already got one for stopping on the track.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm going to issue Nick one because both of y'all brought the caution out.
Yeah. That's fair, though.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
not
say
fair.
anytime anybody is, if you're involved in the wreck, you're going to the back. That's the way I race.
It's
So
okay,
how
though.
So how did you view my Volusia?
I wasn't race controlling.
But
I was racing.
how did you view the incident with me at Volusia?
You were checked up, and you should have got your spot back.
Well, iRacing should have gave me a spot back.
Yes,
And that's
but
the thing.
iRacing doesn't identify like that. The way iRacing does is
That's why
you can be running first place, and if you cram the brakes to wait on the pace car, it's going to give you the EOL because you stopped on the track.
Paul, is your daughter trying to sing Baby Shark?
I don't know what she's trying to sing. I can't understand her half the time.
All right,
We
so
can't either.
that's Knoxville.
Yeah, that's Knoxville.
We've pretty much figured out everything is Nick's
I know what
fault.
I have figured out. After tonight's race and watching this, Nick Klosterman's not allowed on Knoxville no more.
Oh, that's right. So, Paul, give us So you ran the Dirt Assassins League for a season, Street Stocks 360s. You guys just did your closeout season, or your closeout championship race. Go ahead and give me some insight. Like, who were your finishers? How did the race go? And what's your plans moving forward?
Well, I've got to give Matt Crocus props, man. He come in 2 weeks. He didn't have any drop weeks left. He come in the second week of the season, and he dominated. I mean, I think he received 2 EOLs for winning multiple races, and he ended up the championship by quite a bit of a margin. And I know Tony's in here now. He's just muted, but he ended up finishing second in the 360 sprints, and I'm ecstatic that he could get up into that class. I know he tried to do the same thing in the street stocks, but Braxton Clark ended up going away with it, and he wasn't even there for the final night. But altogether, it was a good season. All our guys, they've put on awesome shows. You can't thank Jason enough for broadcasting with Signature Esports. All of our sponsors rocked it out. But with that being said, we've decided that we're not going to run a second season over there, mainly due to time. It's hard to do with one person, especially when you're trying to run a competitive league. I don't have the time to do it during the day. The other 2 guys, they never had the time to do it, and I can't do it by myself.
Right.
So I'm going to move on to other endeavors and see where it takes me.
I respect it. I will say I did get to run in a few of those series, or in a few of those races. And I think after Sage and I got into each other, I was like, I'm messing up somebody's points. I'm not going to race anymore. But
for me, it was never about points. The dirt street stocks is where I cut my roots at when I was driving, and it brings me back to the old school days. Leaf spring Camaros, you cannot beat them. I mean, yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, I want metric cars, Monte Carlos, and
yeah,
But leaf spring cars, they're blast. They're hard. They're not hard to drive. So I mean, pretty much anybody can get them and run. But they've been some of the best racing we've had. You can beat and bang on each other and not have to worry about spinning somebody out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Unless your name's Nick Klosterman.
Unless your name's Nick Klosterman and pushes the league owner into the wall.
And that's what I was trying to say. So I was watching Jason's stream. I was watching the broadcast, and I see in the heat, right? I'm like, man, Paul. I literally commented. I was like, Paul is making some moves.
I drove it from 8th to 5th, and Nick spins me out.
I know, and that's what I was watching. I was watching Paul the whole time, and I was like, man, he is like, he knows what he's doing right now. Like,
I was running 18.8 once is what I was running.
He's on a groove, and no kidding. I didn't even see this coming. Nick and you get tangled. And so I'm just like, what on earth just happened? I was like, we have a Ty Gibbs on the track. He just took out his teammate.
Yeah. He done it in practice too.
Oh.
But I'll let that one go.
Well, because practice is practice, right?
I told him, I said, Nick, if you don't hurry up, I'm going to treat you like I did at Eldora. Well, then he treats me like I did at Eldora. Well, little did I know he was going to get me in all 3 aspects of the race tonight.
Yeah. Nick?
He got me in practice. He got me in the heat, and then he done it again in the feature. I can't be mad at him, man. It's all for fun. So,
Nick, your defense?
I was just trying to hold a line, and he came up and hooked himself on me.
We're gonna have to gather the clips for next week. When we talk next week, we're gonna.
I didn't save that replay.
I'll pull up Jason's stream because Jason goes back over it.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
Did you not get my Ty Gibbs joke?
I'm sorry, may not have been paying attention.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like Ty Gibbs.
I don't
That's
either.
the point. Nick took out his teammate after his teammate drove from
Well,
8th to 5th.
Good job.
You want me to make it ironic? In
Go
the
for it.
feature race, I literally said, I'm on your bumper. The very next corner, I said, I'm on your outside. And what's he do? He comes to that tape, puts me in the outside wall.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. And the thing was, I was watching it on the stream, and I instantly went over to Discord. I was like, are they not in the same channel? Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, they got into it in the heat. Did they get angry at each other and they split ways for the feature? And did this just cause even more chaos? And I go into the Discord, and I see you two sitting there talking to each other. So I was like, how can you be on the same station? You're on the same comms channel. And Nick still gets you into the wall. I was like, no.
In my defense, the only practice I've had at that track for the whole week was practice going in.
That's fair.
Me too.
Oh.
And typically I've turned about 100 or so laps before I even go in on Saturdays.
I mean, okay. Well, if you're telling
and you
me,
can tell with my qualifying too.
you couldn't tell at Knoxville.
Bloom night.
Yeah, this is the Kloom Bloom night. Knoxville, you know what? We're keeping you away from that track. If you're racing Knoxville in an official, a hosted, a league, anything, I am
Stay out of it.
spectating.
Go away from it.